Good morning, everyone. What we're going to do today is I'm going to go through a little bit of what insurance is and also some of the covers that I think would be beneficial to you guys in the plumbing industry. So let's start at the beginning. And what is insurance? So insurance, in simple terms, is something that people buy to protect themselves from losing money. As a business owner in the plumbing industry, your vehicles, your tools, your skill, and the service you provide is your money. Should any of these assets be compromised, it will leave you in a position where you suffer a loss, and without insurance, you could find yourself in a very difficult position. What I mean by this is that should your assets be damaged, lost, or impacted negatively, you could find yourself in a position where you lose money and or can no longer provide the service that you offer your client, which again means that your income will be reduced or lost. So what insurance is out there that will assist you in minimizing these losses? So I'm just going to run through some of the covers that are available out there, and I think that would be beneficial to your industry. So you're looking at your motor vehicle insurance, your business all risk insurance, your office contents, electronic equipment, liability, contractors all risk and liability, business interruption, and that's just a few on the list. There's still a lot that could be covered. Again, it's very difficult to say that without an analysis what your business needs. So it's always recommended that you do an analysis, not just on your business, but the risks associated with your business, so that we can provide you with the most appropriate cover that suits your business and your needs. I'm going to walk us briefly through some of the insurance products that may be beneficial to your business and in your industry. Let's go through your motor insurance. So you need your vehicle to get to your clients. And in the event of an accident or theft, even with an additional vehicle, you would not be able to work at full capacity. You will need to decline work or work at a slower pace. In your industry, most of the time, the work that you've got to do is an emergency, and the client wants assistance immediately. If you cannot get there right away or within a short time, then the client is going to look for another service provider, and you're going to lose the work. Without insurance, the costs could be great to get the vehicle back on the road, and if you don't have funds readily available, the process will be delayed. Having insurance will not only assist with the financial loss, but we can also assist in terms of having a rental vehicle, so which means that your business will continue as normal while the claim process and the repairs to your vehicle is being done. Obviously, there's terms and conditions in terms of the vehicles that are available, also in terms of the insurance that's available. Again, also with insurers, a lot of them have agreements with their repairers, so they can assist in terms of getting the work done on your vehicle as fast as possible. Then we've also got third-party liability under the motor section, which in the event of your vehicle being in an accident with a third party's vehicle, not only again does the insurer help with the financial costs of repairing the other vehicle, they also deal with the inconvenience of that. So as opposed to you having to deal with the third party and the legal matters that can arise from that, your insurer will deal with all of that for you. Then we have your office contents insurance. So if you're working from an office, you've got insurance, you need insurance for your furniture, your desks, your chairs, your kitchen furniture, all of that. All those items could be very costly to replace in the event of fire and theft. And if you've got insurance, then you have the burden eases a bit. Your electronic equipment section, that is insurance for any electronic item that stores data. Basically your computers, your printers, your point of sale, Machines, your laptops could also fall under that. So anything that stores data would be considered an electronic equipment. Again, very costly items to replace. It would be beneficial to you to have insurance in that event, which will then just give you peace of mind knowing that if something does happen, either it's lost, stolen, or damaged, you've got cover for that. Your business all risk items, that is for items that you carry around with you, and because your business is most of the time on the road or at your client's premises, you need to have cover for items that you carry with you. So again, your laptops, cell phones, point of sale machines, if you carry your credit card machines with you, those need to be covered. More importantly, your business tools. Your tools that you use for your trade can be very costly to replace, and they can be very expensive items. So it would be beneficial to have insurance for them, to know that you could be that you don't have the additional financial burden if they are damaged or lost. Liability cover. Liability insurance, I think, is extremely important in your industry, as you provide a service that clients depend on and expect you to finish the work as fast as possible. This leaves you open to many errors and mistakes that could be very costly. So there's different types of liability. We've got your general public liability, your defective workmanship, and your employer's liability. Your general liability, best to explain by way of example. So one of your plumbers is working in a customer's home. He accidentally causes a pipe to leak onto a staircase. To fix it, he heads outside to his vehicle to retrieve a specific type of wrench. The customer walks down the steps while the pipe continues leaking and slips on the staircase, sustaining a broken ankle and a concussion on the way down to the bottom. If your company is found liable, general liability insurance could probably cover some of the damages as ordered by a court or agreed upon in a settlement. Defective workmanship. A plumber fails to correctly, again an example, a plumber fails to correctly repair a leaky pipe, fixing the problem for only a day. The leak resumes worse than before, dripping steadily for many hours onto a hardwood floor. Flooring is badly damaged by the excess water and requires complete replacement. Your liability insurance would probably serve to cover some of the costs if found liable. Your employer's liability insurance covers you and your business for compensation costs if an employee gets injured or becomes ill as a result of the work they do for you. So those are the few types of liability insurance, and I think it would be very beneficial for you to have that cover, especially if you don't have it right now. It's something that you should consider. Then we've got your contractor's all risk policy. This covers both your tools, your plant and equipment, and your contractor's liability. So for example, should you get a contract to do all the plumbing in a new development, you will need to have contractor's liability insurance, which generally is the requirement on your bigger projects. This will protect you financially from amounts you become obligated to pay due to damages or medical payments because of bodily injury, property damage, or personal injury to third parties occurring while the policy is in place. So the contractor's all risk policy is also just for that period of the project. It's not an ongoing policy. You can have it as an ongoing policy, but a lot of the times it's just for that project. Contractors all risk, should you get a contract, like we've mentioned, you could get a policy to insure the equipment used on site. Again, you may need to, because of the size of the project, you may need to hire equipment, and you will be responsible for that. It would be good to have insurance for those items so that if they damaged or lost on site, you could have cover for that. Then we've got our business interruption insurance. This cover will be beneficial for a contractor working again on something like a new development or a bigger project. For example, in the event that there's a fire at that development and the work is put on hold, your staff still need to be paid, while your payments for the contract could be delayed. Business interruption could possibly cover some of the costs incurred here. So these are just some of the events where insurance may be required. Again, like I've mentioned previously, it's always best for us to meet and discuss your needs to ensure that you have the best possible solutions to meet your requirements and at the stage that you are in your business. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about RightSure and who we are as RightSure. RightSure is an insurance brokerage who has partnered with a few insurers to get the best possible solutions for our clients. We can offer you quotes both for your business and your personal needs. And as a client of RightSure, you will have access to advice in terms of the insurance that best suits your needs. In the event of the claim, we as RightSure work with our clients every step of the way, ensuring that you get the best possible service, not only from your insurer, but from your so if it's in the event of an accident, vehicle accident, we make sure that the repairer also assists and gives you the best possible service. If it's a service provider that needs to replace your cell phone or your laptop, we make sure that's done as fast as possible. So we try to, as best as possible, minimize the impact to your business. Thank you. That's me for today.